Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a reading for the water signs for March 1st through the 15th, 2018. This is a general reading, so not everything will apply to everyone. Please look at your moon and your rising sign videos for better clarity on this time. Also, the timestamps are in the description area below for your convenience. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We're going to start with Cancer. Cancer, you have the Four Chalices, which is the Four of Cups in traditional tarot, and also the Oracle card, A Change in the Wind. So it looks like you are in a state of disappointment. You're not content with something, even despite the successes you've had. You are in a position that you are at a greater level than what you believe or what you think, and this requires a change. This change in the Wind card is encouraging you to make this change, to see around you where you can gather some strength and motivation and inspiration to get to your goal, whatever that may be. I do want to say resentment may be involved here, because that is my resentment card, where you're not looking at a situation because you're holding on to something negative about it. Even though it is a positive thing, it is surrounding you with victory and success and possibly even abundance, but you're just in the state of being where you're not seeing it, you know? And I don't know why you're feeling this. I don't know what caused this feeling or what you're looking at to make you feel like you're in this position, but I have to say that you must change this mentality. If you want to get ahead, you're going to have to change the way you believe in things, change what you believe, change how you view the world or how you view you and your surroundings, that sort of thing, because I'm really getting the feeling here that a lot of this that may be a negative is mostly something you've created in your mind, you know? It's not reality. So in other words, if you are going through something that's very negative at this time, you may condition yourself to believe you can't get out of that you have no control over that. However, these cards are telling you that you indeed do have control over that, and that some changes will need to be made for you to see what it is you're looking for you to go after what it is you want to obtain, especially if you want to meet your goals. I'm going to pull a guidance card just for a little more clarity, advice, and guidance for you for Cancer, March 1st through 15th, 2018. Okay, you have two. Okay, so I'll keep those. The first one is share in order to receive, to give, and the other is overcome and take control. Now, I'm feeling more towards the conquer card, because that's definitely the message here, that you have to overcome some of those negative thoughts or those things that's holding you back or keeping you from seeing the blessings surrounding you, and you need to take control of that, because you are in control. You can change those things that you're not happy about. You must conquer as well. You must get over whatever this hurdle is and get to your finish line. You get to your goal. You have to keep striving, you know what I mean? And also the share in order to receive card. Make sure whatever it is you're feeling, whatever is bombarding you, especially if it's some things that you brought on yourself because you visualize the worst, or you know you're expecting the worst. Maybe it's time for you to share that with others. Maybe you could confide in a friend and someone you trust, someone who is a good listening ear, you know, that you could vent to. Give some of your burden to others so it can lighten your load, so you can make sure you are at this place where you're satisfied, you know, where you're happy with your accomplishments and your successes, and you could finally realize your goals, definitely. Okay, moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the she and the Oracle card soulmates. Now, I must say, I've been mispronouncing this word. It's spelled like the Sidhi, but upon further research, I found that it's actually pronounced the she. And that card is all about temperance. It's about balance and patience. And I see this is required of you, especially in regards to the thing that you're most passionate about. Now, generally speaking, the soulmates card represents your passion. For me, it talks about whatever your baby is, whatever you created with your creativity, artistically, you know, whatever you put out there, whatever you're working on. even if this is a relationship, because it can be your actual soulmate, you know, in literal terms, the person you're most connected to, the person you gave your heart to, the person you feel like is part of your life and was meant for you. During this time, there is a balance that will be needed. A balance of give and take, a balance in communication, of listening and speaking, a balance of giving and receiving, that sort of thing. There's going to be a balance that's needed for you to get to where it is you are meant to be. For whatever your goal is, if you want to accomplish this and accomplish it with the least burden or the least obstacles on your path, the best thing to do is to find a balance. And part of that balance is moderation, not spending too much time on one thing over the other. It's patience, not expecting things to happen too fast or the way you expected. It's, you know, just kind of giving a balance, letting things kind of lie on a foundation that is solid and smooth and not rickety. So for a lot of you, this can indicate progress with your soulmate, progress within your love life, progress within your creative projects, or whatever it is you're working on at this time. I do see that, but it's gonna require your balance. Remember, you can't put too much into one thing over the other. You can't put too much into work and neglect your family. You can't put too much into a business and neglect to pay your bills or that sort of thing. I'm just giving examples here. You just have to find a balance for everything to work out smoothly in your favor during this time. I'm going to get a guidance card just to get a little more clarity for you, a little more advice and guidance for Scorpio, March 1st through 15th, 2018. Ooh, know when to extract your energy, let go. Now that's telling you that you may have been wanting something so bad that you put all this energy into creating it the way you wanted it. You may have been wanting to pursue something in a certain way. You may have been wanting to have a partner be this certain thing or react in this certain way or that sort of thing. And it's telling you that you have to learn when to let go. You can't manipulate and mold every single aspect of whatever you created. Your creativity, there is a part of that you put in your all, yes, but then there's a moment when you want it to flourish, you have to let it go. You have to let it go out there. Almost like that saying, if it's meant to be, you let it go and it will come back to you. That sort of thing. Almost like the law of attraction. If you wish so hard for something, if you've been praying and trying to achieve, well, you give it out to the universe and then you let it go. You know, you can't keep wishing every single day. It's time to let it go, let the universe do its part while you continue on and do your part. So that's what I'm feeling here with that card. It's about not doing too much of one thing, knowing when to pull back, not expecting too much, knowing when to let go, you know? And especially if it's in regards to patience, temperance, moderation, that sort of thing. That's what's required when you're trying to find a balance. You have to know when to pull back, you know? So, moving on to Pisces. Pisces, you have the Six of Athame, which is the Six of Swords in traditional tarot, and you have the Oracle card Observer. Now, Six of Athame for me is my healing card. However, with the Observer card and the whole feeling I'm getting, because remember, intuition is all about feeling, I do feel like you're transitioning from one place, the stormy seas, to the more calmer waters. So I do feel like this is your time where you are in a state of being healed. You're making those steps, you're making those moves, you're taking in what it is you need to take in, you're learning, you know, from your mistakes, you're learning from the circumstances, from the experience, from the things and the people surrounding you. You're actually taking this in and letting this transition you and letting this transform you, and in turn it's letting you heal. It's allowing you to heal. Observer talks about you actually doing that. You're looking at something, you're taking yourself out of the situation, looking at it from a different point of view, from a new perspective, a neutral perspective. You're seeing other people's point of view. You're seeing what's surrounding you. You're seeing where it's affecting you and what you could do to maneuver out of it, that sort of thing. You are observant at this time. You are finally, you are looking around you at your situation and you're seeing what needs to change, what needs to be fixed, what needs to be, let go of, that sort of thing. So you are in this transition right now, and I feel like it's a beautiful thing. You are actually moving through the storm. You're breaking free of that. All that negativity, anything in the past, anything that's been, hounding you during this time, you're breaking free of that, and you're now going into calmer waters where you feel your best, where you feel like you're actually making progress. And definitely you are. You're definitely making progress. I want to pull a guidance card for you just to get a little more clarity and insight for you during this time for Pisces from March 1st. Whoa, what? Look, wow, look at that. Look at this. Heal. What did I just say? What did I just say? Okay, repair all that needs mending. Heal. That card just fell out of there. That's definitely meant for you. Like I said, this is my healing card, and I do feel like you're in this process. You are definitely moving from something that's been negative or been holding you back or whatever it is for you. You're actually moving out of that, and you're moving on to where it is you're supposed to be, where you can flourish, where you can grow, where you can meet your goals. You are healing. You are almost there. I feel like for a lot of you, you have probably a couple more steps to go, and then you will be at your best, inside out, mind, body, and soul. Whatever this is for you, it could be health-wise, it could be related to relationships. Whatever this is, you're finally seeing what you need to do to get to where you're going. So good for you. Definitely, you need that healing, and I'm so proud of you for taking the steps. That you need to mend whatever this is for you. I know there's so many Pisces and everyone has their different circumstances, but either way, I'm so happy for you. Okay, I want to thank you so much for watching, for liking, for tuning in, for subscribing, for commenting, for all you guys do, for all your support. Thank you guys so much. I'll have videos like this for you soon, and I will see you soon.